Brethren, I pray you sing a new song. Sing praise in the assembly of the righteous. Let the saints be joyful in glory. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hands to execute vengeance on the demonic nations and punishments on those peoples, to bind their kings with chains. This honor have all his saints. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Sing to him a new song.
I want to get this little insert out of the book of Babylon 10:2 off page 84. Okay? You can read that loud, huh? From Babylon to Timbuktu, page 84. In the year 65 BC, the Roman army under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter. During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. Read that again. In the year 65 BC, during the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa. So it's been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, right? And where did we come from? Africa, right? Like you said, you African American. Right. I'm gonna show you history, right? About what happened to us. Read that again. During the period from Pompey to Julius, it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution and slavery. Right. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. The what? The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. Read it again. The slave markets were full of black Jewish slaves. No, black African American slaves. Black Jewish slaves. No, Negro slaves. Black Jewish slaves. So that's what we're trying to show you, my brother. You're an Israelite. And history talks about how the Roman army under General Vespasian and Pompey ransacked Jerusalem. And the Israelites ran into the west coast of Africa, right? And that's where we settled for a while. We settled on the west coast of Africa, fleeing from Roman persecution, right? And then we were sold unto the white man. And that's how we ended up on ships in America, right? Running from the Romans, right? So when you say that you're African American, like we showed you, bro, you talking about that you're a white man. You see what I'm saying? You saying that you literally saying that your nationality is a white man, right?
I hear you.
Go ahead, Khan.
The system of being in line, it's already evaluated, bro, from how they did that dirty shit.
Right. So we're gonna show you what happened, right? Go ahead. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 49, in verse 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, in their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. They call their lands after their own names, right? Africa came from Leo Scipio Africanus. America came after Amerigo Vespucci. So you calling yourself what the navigator and the conquerors named the land after themselves. You calling yourself a white man. Because Amerigo Vespucci was a white man. Right? Leo Scipio Africanus was a white man. And guess what? You say you African, Africanus, and you say that you America, African American. You calling yourself white man. You can't be a white man. Right? Now let me get the definition of ham. This is ham in the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. The youngest son of Noah born probably about 96 years before the flood. So you heard about the flood, right? Noah's Ark? You heard about that before?
Yeah.
So basically you having the information about Noah and his family right here, right? Read that again. Gone. The youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood. So Ham is the youngest son of Noah, right? Born probably 96 years before the flood, right? Read. And one of 8 persons to live through the flood. So he was one of 8 people that lived through the flood. Because you have Ham, Shem, and Japheth, the 3 brothers, their wives, Noah and his wife, right? So you have 8 people on the boat. Read on. He became the progenitor of the dark races. So Ham, the youngest son of Noah, became the progenitor, right? The father of all the dark races, right? Read. Not the Negro. But aren't you dark? Are you dark?
Right.
But are you a Negro?
No, not a Negro.
Well, what they say, the rest of the people call you Negroes.
They say nigga.
Well, Negro though?
The white folks don't say nigga.
Well, no, they're not gonna call you, but you're identified as a Negro.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then look at this. You know, they got all type of trash, different colors, right? So that's like an understatement of what they trying to label.
Well, I understand that, but this is what we were known by as Negroes, right?
Okay.
We were known by Negroes. Read that.
None. But the Egyptians,
Start up a little bit more.
he became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites.
So he says he came with the progenitor of all the dark races, but not the Negroes, not you. He said, but the Egyptians, the Libyans, the Ethiopians, those are all Africans though. But he says that that's not your father though. So you don't even belong to the Africans, brother. You don't even look like an African, my brother. Just because you dark, you think you African because you listen to what they told us. You see what I'm saying? But the Bible talks different about me and you, right? Read that out.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, in verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
So you're going to become an astonishment, man. When people look at you, they like astonished. Look at these brothers, man.
Right.
Look at they at the bottom. Look what's wrong with them. They animals, man.
Yeah.
You became an astonishment to the other nations, man. And the Bible said, wait, read that again.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, in verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword.
You're going to become a proverb, a wise saying, right? This nigga can jump out the gym, right? That's a wise saying that they say about us, right? Or anything wise that they say about us and they put stereotypes on us about, right?
Many, mighty, mo, catch a nigga by the toe.
Right? And it says a proverb, a wise saying, and a byword, meaning these awful names that they know us by. Right? Like nigga, like color, like Negro, like African American. Right?
Right.
Like gangbanger.
Right.
Right? Read on.
Among all nations,
The Bible says among all the nations they gonna know you as this.
whither the Lord,
You say you ask the Chinese man, they be like, yeah, them niggas is gangbangers. You ask the, huh?
Profiling.
That's what it is. That's what it basically is. The proverb is they profile you
It's a
and name you.
different. They every ghetto is different.
Well, not necessarily.
Not when you say poverty. It's not. It's levels of shit.
Well, in the ghettos, it's poverty.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Even in the rich neighborhood, everybody in the rich neighborhood ain't getting paid the same.
No.
There's levels to it.
Yeah.
You
It's
see what I'm saying?
class.
So
You got
even in
class
poverty,
and
it's levels in everything we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't mean that they ain't going through the same thing. Because when you in that ghetto, the police on you, he don't care how much money you make over him. You still a nigga. You still a thug. You see what I'm saying? You still an African American. So it don't matter about the levels. You still in the same category.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's it on that.
whither the Lord shall lead thee.
Right. All the nations gonna know you as nigga, gangbanger, right? African American. Whether the Lord gonna lead you. See what I'm saying? Because we went into this land because of our transgressions. I was going against the Most High God. So even over here, they're gonna know you as those names. You go over there to Africa, them Africans gonna call you a nigga. You don't hear Africans walking around calling themselves niggas.
No.
Nah.
Bruh.
They don't do that because they know they're not niggas, man.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, you got a precept? Bring that out,
This is Psalms, the book of Psalms, chapter 44 and 13. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
You do what?
Thou makest us a byword among the heathen.
Well, why he saying, man? You see what I'm saying? Read on.
A shaking of the head among the people.
Man, look at this nigga, man. That's how they look at you.
Yeah.
They got no mind.
Can't think.
That's how they think about you.
Yeah. Don't want to think.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it on that? Let me get, what is that? First Chronicles, chapter 17, I think it's 23.
How that's why I don't never try to put myself bigger than what's already done.
Right.
That you can't undo.
Right.
So to keep shit alive, there's some special people that keep that shit alive.
Hey, what do you think about this?
Micah, what is that? Micah 6 and 8.
What do you think about that, man? Too out of breath to speak, huh? Breathtaking, ain't it?
It's gross.
Right. What do you think should happen? Because it is happening, man. You think it should just go unjust?
Right.
Should it be punishment for this?
I don't define justice, man.
You don't define justice?
That ain't just, but I don't define what revenge is.
So what would be just? Because these people here hung these two people, right? What would be just because the so-called Europeans stole the land from the Aboriginal Indians, right? What should be justice, man? What should happen because y'all walking on stolen ground even in 2019?
Who's y'all?
Well, what's your nationality?
Huh?
What's your nationality?
I'm Creek.
You Creek. Creek.
Creek.
Brother, look at that.
I'm
You look
aware.
like that Indian?
I'm aware.
You know anything about the Dawes Rolls Act? You know anything about what they call $5 Indians? Huh?
Just telling you what I am.
What country you from?
From here.
What country you from?
The
What
United
country are
States.
your ancestors from?
From here.
How's that possible? What is your father?
My dad's from North Texas, right across the river.
What is his? What is he? What is
He's Creek.
He's Creek.
Yeah, my grandfather was.
And he
Creek.
looks just like a European.
No. No. My dad's much darker than I am.
He's much darker. You positive? Huh?
We're going off skin color, we're going off nationality.
Well, I'm asking you according to
I
your
know a bunch of
nationality.
white people from the Middle East that grew up there,
Where's the Middle East at?
like Lebanon,
Where's the Middle East?
like that.
Where's the Middle West? So how does it have a Middle East then?
I'm just.
See, the white man, y'all just want us to believe everything that comes out your mouth, man.
Who's y'all?
The white man,
I don't got no qualms with nobody.
the white man want us to believe everything that come out his mouth and want us to take it as truth, man.
Yeah, I
You
don't-
want me to think that you are a Native American, right?
I don't care what you think.
I'm not. Hey, you might do.
I just want to see what it was, man. I don't got no qualms
What is
with
just?
nobody.
What is just for this, man? What should happen?
And
Because if that case, you should be able to bear witness to this.
Hey,
that-
that's pain,
hold on,
bro.
one second.
Pain, hereditary.
Hold on,
And
one
that's-
second. What should
Don't get
if
offended.
you
No,
are a
no.
Native American, right? What would be just and what should be justice to happen to the so-called white man
That's not pain.
for taking your people's land? If that's the case, what should happen? That's what the answer is from me.
I don't define it, man. I don't know.
You don't define it.
I don't know.
So
What is murder just for murder?
do you have a family, right? So do you have kids?
Yeah.
So would it be okay if I come into your house, kick your ass out, and I take over it? Why? Why not? What should happen if I do that?
There's legal ramifications.
Legal ramifications, right? And what would be the legal ramification for me coming to steal your property?
I mean, you go to jail.
Now, do you know anything about stand?
Right, but
Hold on, you got
but-
anything
yeah, sure.
about make my day law or stand my ground law? You know anything about that?
Oh,
pretty sure you
self-defense,
do.
right? I don't know.
Right.
Something about self-defense.
Right. So if I come into your house, do you have the right to kill me?
No.
You don't. You don't know what the make my day law is then, right? So let's see the ramifications real quick. You got let me get he that killer for man, man. Exodus.
I mean, Leviticus?
No, Exodus.
Exodus.
We going to show you the ramifications of what should happen when people do heinous atrocities like this. What you believe the Bible, because you got Micah.
Right, but let's say that they did. I mean, they did this. They did this.
This how you
I-
get protesters.
I didn't do that.
I know a lot of people would say
No.
that.
So if you were to come in to my house and do whatever you needed to
No,
do,
I was giving you a scenario.
right? Should he pay for your crimes?
We gonna see what the Bible says. We
Or
gonna
should
see what the Bible says.
or should your
We
kids
gonna see what the Bible
or
says.
should your kids pay for your crimes?
We gonna see what the Bible says.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and 16. And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death.
So read it again for this brother, man.
And he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand.
So it says, he that steal a man. How you think we got over here?
Is he pointing out contradictions?
Huh?
No. I just want to see what.
You see how the devil just want to come be a devil, man? He don't know. He's so damn disrespectful. He just come ask questions when me and you having a conversation.
Is he telling you that the Bible got 100 contradictions?
Show me one. Go ahead. The Bible says, prove all things, you damn devil. Go ahead.
It doesn't have any contradictions.
Show me the contradiction.
The way they wrote it.
Show me it.
The way they added
You believe the Bible got contradictions?
Deep.
So this is the devil right here, man.
That's a lie. That's the devil.
What's a lie? The Bible says prove all things, and you can't show nothing.
Dude, I can prove 100 contradictions.
Show me one. Go ahead. Really?
What do you believe in?
This is like Facebook Live.
Go ahead.
No.
Hey, and that's when you
Sorry.
stay ahead. You know, remember I said the Lions institution. Which one?
There you go, right there, verse 7. Now let's see what the Bible says. Should people pay for their sins, right? For the
No
children.
shit, but
Go ahead, Doc.
This is Exodus, chapter 34, and verse 7. Keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity, and transgression, and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty.
He said he ain't gonna by no means clear the guilty,
Am I
man.
guilty of that?
Hey, if you are so-called European, you is, but if you
No.
are,
No.
hold on, listen, man.
No.
But
I'm not guilty of that.
listen.
Even if I am European, I'm not
Listen.
guilty of that.
listen, I'm
He
gonna
gon-
show
he
you.
gon-
Hold
he
on,
gon' finish
hold on.
listening to you.
Let's deal with the Bible. Let's deal with the Bible.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
The Bible says what?
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Prepare slaughter for the one who did it.
Prepare slaughter for his children.
Right, read.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of their fathers. Prepare slaughter for the children. Shut up, devil. The Bible says prepare slaughter for his children. Okay? For the iniquities.
Jewish?
Huh? No, we're Israelites. Jewish? How can you be Jewish? Huh? I know a devil when I see one too. Yeah. All right.
So
Go ahead.
no, I mean, man, everybody's got wrongs. Your history ain't clean.
I never said my history is
No,
clean.
no. So
But
so
show me.
I'm just
all right.
saying, like,
Let's deal with that then.
my son ain't paying for that.
Okay, let's see. Finish that out. Finish that out.
I mean, like, what?
Finish that out. Let's see what the Bible says.
Because if that's the case, everybody's damned.
Okay, let's see.
Everybody.
Not everybody. Let's see what the Bible says.
Not everybody.
Let's see what the Bible says.
This is
The elect.
Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
What does slaughter mean? He said prepare murder for his children, read.
For the iniquity of their fathers.
For the iniquity of your fathers, man. Read.
That they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
So y'all don't rise, man. The so-called Europeans. Read, finish that out real quick. God.
Book of Exodus, chapter 34, verse 7. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers
Visiting the iniquity of the fathers, read.
upon the children,
Upon the children.
and upon the children's children,
And upon the children's children.
unto the third and to the fourth generation.
And to the third and fourth generation.
So you're not smoking? I'm not Israelite.
So hold
talking
on.
to y'all.
Hold on. Go to Revelation. Since he think that, then let's go to the Revelation 13 and 9. Let's start up. Give me.
calibrates all.
Hold on. Give me.
Right. So then they're not excluded from it.
Hold on.
Then you're not excluded. From
Let's see what the
it.
Bible
It
says.
calibrates all, or who's writing to you.
Let's see what the Bible says.
Hold on, what you mean?
Well, Exodus.
We listening. That's the whole point. They got our attention.
Right. So Exodus is talking to you. You're an Israelite.
Let's see
The
that.
whole Bible is encompassing
Let's see.
everybody, which means
Let's
you're
see.
not exempt either way.
Okay. Let's see that. Why you got our books posted on your arm then? Why do you have our books? You're a Christian. Who was the Christians in the Bible?
Not the Israelites.
What?
Not the Jewish. There was the Jew and the Gentiles. The
Okay.
Gentiles
Hold on. Was Paul an Israelite?
No, Paul was.
Let me get Romans chapter 11.
Oh yes, he was of lineage. Yes, my bad.
Okay,
He was
so
Jew.
was he called a Christian in the Bible?
I don't think they called him Christian. No.
Let me get that real quick. Let's see, man. This is why I show you, man. You a damn white man. I know it, man. You trying to take on the nationality of the dang on American Indians, but you ain't American Indian. You a damn devil, man. Real talk.
John, this is Acts chapter 11 and 26.
You gonna say, oh, so what? My kids ain't paying for it. Let's even if I was European. Yeah, you are damn European. You're trying to hide, man.
No, what
you
I'm
got a
saying is
forked tongue,
if
just
you-
like the Bible said,
If
man.
you come into my
Finish that
house,
out.
John,
your kids
verse
pay for
26.
Your kids
And
don't
when
pay
he
for
had
that?
found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves with the church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch.
He said disciple was called Christians first in Antioch.
Paul was a disciple.
Huh?
Or Paul was the disciple. What?
Paul,
was a disciple
finish
or
reading. Finish reading.
And in these days came prophets from Jerusalem unto Antioch.
Apostles from Jerusalem to Antioch. Okay, so let's think about this. Let's think about this real quick. Was Paul an Israelite?
Yes, he was a Jew by birth. Or
Okay.
by-
Was Simeon an Israelite?
Yeah, Jew.
What about Peter?
Yes.
What about Barnabas?
Right, but you're
What
looping
about
in-
Barnabas, man? Let's answer the question. Let
Sure.
your yeas be yea and your nays be nay.
Sure. So you're looping in all these nationalities, but you want to take your kids from your crime. That's your hypothetical.
What crime?
of
Go
your
ahead,
house.
show me my crime.
No. I'm saying you said if you were to come into my house, take my stuff, do whatever, and then like, do I have the right to kill you?
Okay, let me show you
Legally,
something.
sure, but like-
Why did this happen to the black and
but
Hispanic
you-
and Native
but
Americans?
do your kids have to pay for your crime of coming into my house?
I just did. We paid for it right here. Why did we
No,
come?
you didn't
why
do
did
that.
Why did we go into
You-
captivity?
You did that?
Why did we go
You-
into
you were
captivity?
there?
My ancestors did.
Yeah, but you were there.
My ancestors did.
Well, I mean, you were there.
It says, visiting the iniquity of your children's
I ain't
children.
never got a paycheck from a place I never worked.
Okay, yeah, you did. You benefit from this country. Where do you work? Where do you work?
I'm not answering.
That's right.
I'm not answering.
You can't answer because you're a damn devil, man.
Yeah. Free right now. Hey, there's no animosity here at all.
You saying like our people are free right now?
I'm not saying our people. What I'm saying is you have the freedom to stand here like they did it, and that's
God, this is the book of Acts.
Hold on.
You have the freedom to stand here and talk with me, and I get to talk with you, and we get to have
Freedom?
conversation.
Who
and
gave us
talk
freedom?
through it.
Who gave us freedom? The freedom you're talking about, then now they didn't, but now we do. Who gave us that freedom?
I mean, hundreds of
Huh?
years ago, somebody gave everybody
Who?
freedom.
Who did it? Who did it?
Are you trying to get into the white?
Yeah, you know the damn white man. You a damn devil, man. See, this is the problem with our people, man.
Hey,
Yeah, I know, I know.
there's no animosity here. I'm not upset or anything like that. You guys understand?
This is Acts chapter
I just wanna
13
make
and
sure
1.
Let's see what the Christians did, man. Let's see what the Christians were in the Bible. Read.
Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers, as Barnabas and Simeon.
Barnabas and Simeon, these are relatives of who you call Jesus Christ, man. Get that up.
Oh, that's right.
No, you- So these are relatives of who you call Jesus Christ, his stepbrothers and his cousins, man. Read on.
John, that were called niggers.
They were called what?
Niggers.
So the Bible was all about black people. What are you talking about?
No, I'm not against it.
So you're talking about that you're a Christian. The Christians were black, man.
Yeah, at no point have I said I was against it. At no point.
You can't. Listen, man.
So my skin color condemns me to an ideology.
Well, not your
that-
skin color, your nationality. I didn't ask what color you were. I asked your nationality. You remember?
Okay, but then when I told you, you said I don't have the same skin color as that. So obviously skin color is an indication. Of your
No, I'm saying
nationality.
because this is
So
the
so
original
because
Indian.
I don't look like
No,
that.
no, this is the original Indian. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, I mean that's
And
not
you
the
have-
original
and-
Indian. That's when cameras were around.
Oh man,
Indians been
stop
around for
playing.
thousands.
Stop playing. I can pull up history books
I'm-
over. I can pull up a photo right now over 400 years old of what they painted the Indians to look like. You know what an Aztec Indian is?
Brown.
Okay. Do you know what the Inca Indians is?
Brown. Do you know where they live?
Huh? In Mexico.
Right.
In South America.
near the equator.
What about the North
It's
American
just-
Indians?
it's
What do
just-
they look like?
It's just melatonin.
Huh?
That's all it
All
is.
right. Where's your melatonin at? Melatonin. Where's your melanin at? Since you're talking about
Or
melatonin. You
you're
in
right.
you in the nurse field, ain't you?
Got babies.
Yeah. You work in the nurse field. Yeah. You just told on yourself, man. Yeah, man.
Melon.
Huh?
Melanin.
Right. Do you have melatonin, man? You do?
Hey, just no animosity, much respect, much appreciation. I was
Hey,
just
let's see what the Bible says, because you said you're Indian, right? Because you want to run and go finish your daily run, right? Right?
I mean,
and run through a land
like
that the so-called white man stole, right? Right? Let me get Revelation chapter 13 real quick.
Revelation chapter 13, in verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear.
The Bible says, if any man have an ear, let him hear.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
What did the Bible say?
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Hey, y'all gonna be dapping hands in captivity, man.
God.
Y'all gonna be dapping hands in captivity, man.
Run.
Nah, I'm definitely not dapping your hand, man.
No,
You a slithery, stinking, pig-smelling snake, man. Straight up. I'm not dapping your hand, man. All right? Don't be looking around like you shocked.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
The Bible says what?
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
So, man, you got a judgment coming, man.
Don't we all, right?
Hey, man, we definitely do, but man, let me get Obadiah 1, man, 15.
Hey, no offense, I didn't mean to call.
Man, you ain't a
This is
sin.
Obadiah chapter 1 verse 15. For the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen.
Hey, man, the day of the Lord is near upon you, man.
As thou hast done it, as thou hast done it,
Hey, man, go cry in the car, man.
eye for an eye, my brother. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
The Bible says what?
As
Hold
thou
on, Mark.
hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
The Bible says what? Double word. Double word. Double word.
Hey, order.
The Bible says what?
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee.
As thou hast done, it shall be done unto you, Esau.
Thy reward shall return upon thine own head.
The reward shall return upon your own head, man.
For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain,
That's right.
so shall all the heathen drink continually.
I
Yeah,
was Adam.
they
not my
shall
father. Why
drink.
am I secluded to Esau? How am I
Hold on,
not
come
Adam?
here. Let's deal with that real quick. Can I deal
No,
with
no,
that?
I mean just.
You want to run? Go ahead and run. Go ahead. Let me see how fast you can run. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. Go run down that street, man. Go ahead. Put the camera on this damn runner, man. Watch him burn in the sun. All right? Let me get Genesis 25. Right? And any of you other so-called dang-on devils, y'all gonna come up here and lie and not be held accountable, you're gonna get your judgment too, man. We ain't taking no lies, man. To hell with the white man. Woman and child. He probably crying, man. I can hear him. He crying, y'all. Oh, hell no. Right? And that's just like the post I posted last night, and they put me on Facebook jail, man. Man, they terrified because the Hebrew Israelites are coming out, man.
That's right.
They see us all through the country, man. We ain't holding on to y'all white power no more, man.